Hello NBA fans and welcome back to another episode of the NBA The Week That Was. Today I'll be beginning a series of player spotlights here on this podcast. In this series I'll be thoroughly analyzing certain players in the NBA. Some weeks they will be stars like Trae Young and Luka Doncic. Other weeks it'll be more underrated players such as the player of today's episode, Oklahoma City Thunder guard Luguentz Dort. Overall, this series will help you guys gain a deeper understanding about the impact that certain players have on the game of basketball, and it may help you find some new favorite players in the NBA. Let's get right into looking at Luguentz. Luguentz Dort, also known as Lu Dort, is a 21-year-old Canadian who has had a meteoric rise in the NBA. Within the last year and a half, Dort went from being undrafted in the 2019 draft to being a two-way player for the Thunder to being a player that the Thunder are now rebuilding around. How did he make this rise? Let's take a look. Dort, despite being the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year and making the Pac-12 All-Defensive Team, he fell out of the first round of the draft and didn't get selected in the second round either. However, the Thunder scooped him up on draft night on a two-way contract, which meant that Dort would begin his career in the G League. In the G League, Dort proved himself as an elite defender and was subsequently called up to the Thunder on December 6, 2019. He continued to thrive in a professional setting since making his debut, and the 36 games he played as a Thunder player in the regular season, he ended up starting 28 of them. Dort's true emergence on the national stage was in the playoffs against the Houston Rockets. Before I explain why he was spotlighted in that series, let me explain what makes Dort such a formidable defender and what really made him emerge on the national stage. Dort is relatively undersized for a shooting guard / small forward, standing at 6'3", which is the same height as point guards like Russell Westbrook and Ja Morant. However, Dort is built like an NFL strong safety. He is 215 pounds, and it truly looks like most of that is muscle. He uses his build and his strength to keep up with the physicality of bigger guards and forwards. However, it just isn't his strength. Dort is agile, extremely fast laterally, and stays low to the ground, a crucial trait for any defender who wishes to keep up with players who have the ability to explode past them in a one-on-one situation. By being low to the ground, Dort keeps his balance more often than not, therefore helping him move quicker while defending the drive. The defining factor for Dort is his ability to combine strength with the lateral quickness I just explained to be a physical menace on the perimeter. However, I still haven't mentioned the fact that Dort has a heightened sense of the game on defense. He is already adept at reading the game at a high level at such a young age, and he uses that IQ to cut passing lanes, go over or under screens depending on the player, and making key deflection when it matters. When you combine all the wonderful trait that Dort has on defense, you get a one-man wall on defense. You can't explode past him, you can't just bully past him because he's shorter than you, and you can't make an intelligent pass because Dort already knows that pass is going to be made. NBA fans around the world witnessed this defensive enigma in the NBA bubble across the 2020 summer when the coronavirus pandemic hit and there was a shutdown in the NBA. Dort showcased all his skills in stopping James Harden from being the one-man wrecking crew that he can be to opposing defenses. He prevented Harden from using his signature step back by staying close to him without fouling. He prevented Harden from using his underrated strength to get to the rim for easy floaters by playing defense using only his body and not his hands. He did what it feels like no defender has ever been able to do to Harden: make him uncomfortable on offense. Harden looked genuinely frustrated on offense whenever matched up against Dort, and he did whatever it took to get any other defender on him. Dort was with Harden step for step, using his three key traits of strength, agility, and IQ to stop one of the greatest scorers of all time. Dort, unfortunately, will never be a star in the NBA if he doesn't work on his offensive game. He might even become the best defender in the NBA, but he will always be seen as just a stopper if he doesn't improve offensively. While Dort can and does play extremely well off the ball, making cuts and getting into the right spots on the court, he struggles with the ball in his hands. He is very limited as a playmaker and a dribbler. He is very inconsistent with his jump shot, only shooting around 28% from 3 last year, and he is also an inconsistent finisher around the rim. However, I am not worried about Dort's lack of offense at the moment. He is only 21 years old, and with the Thunder going into a full rebuild as they build around him and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he will get the playing time to develop his offensive game. Overall, Dort has the potential to become a great, if not amazing NBA player. He is already a top 15 defender in my eyes, but when he develops his offensive game, the NBA better be ready, because Lu Dort will be ready to take over. And with that, I would like to conclude my first player spotlight here on the NBA the week that was. If you are a big believer in Lu Dort just like I am, like this video and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, definitely share this episode with others to prove to them how Lu Dort will be a beast in this league. If you don't see what I see in Dort, let me know why you disagree with me in the comments. I always love a conversation about the NBA. I'll catch you guys on my next episode here on the NBA the week that was. See ya!